What's happening, people? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? What's happening? Today, it's been a bit of a lazy kind of day. Done a bit of editing. Huh? Yo, just got here to Zero Gravity. It's not busy yet, but it's looking alright. So, I've seen it, bro. Yeah, damn, mad.
All this party time. Let's flip the track, flip the track. Let's flip the track, flip the track. More power. The track, flip the track. Let's. This is how we do it. The party's here on the west side. This is how we do it. It's Friday night, and I feel alright. The party's here on the west side. 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 The party's here.
Way too far to know I'm not in control. I stay
Yo, people, what's going on? Sorry I didn't vlog much. I was just getting my filming done. It was a launch of an event, so it wasn't as crazy and busy and stuff as I thought it would be, but it was alright. The video should hopefully be okay. It was very difficult though, I'm not gonna lie. It was probably one of the most difficult events I've had to cover, just because of the venue was so big outdoor venue, with quite a small artist. Like, she's not a massive artist, and obviously it's a launch of an event. So when you launch an event, you've got to try and launch quite big, as big as you possibly can. So, you know, anyway, the guy who did it, he did a good job. I know he's a grafter, he grafts really hard, and this is his first event on his own and stuff like that. So, I mean, he did a good job, but it is where it is, man. So I'm going to do the best video I possibly can anyway. I bumped into one of my, well, not one of my friends, but a guy who I've known for a long time, called Kit Keto. I bumped into him today. I bumped into him last time as well in XL, but I forgot to mention who he was and stuff like that. Basically, Kit, he runs events called Number One Events in Dubai. He's been running them for like fucking years now and shit, yeah. I don't want to talk too much. I always talk too much, but I want to let you guys know that some details about me. You know what I mean? This is good. This is good information, so you can know. It's all true stories as well. So I might as well tell you the situation. Basically, I first came out here a couple of years ago. I can't remember exactly what year and what date and stuff like that, but it was a couple of years ago anyway. Obviously, it's a couple of, I've been out here for like a year and a half, so it's a couple of years ago now. Say 2 or 3 years, whatever. I came out here just with a bit of money. I I came out for 2 months. I told myself, go out to the UAE for 2 months and on your own, scope the place out, check if there's any opportunities, have some meetings, see what's what, and if anybody, you know, if anything, anybody shows that there's anything going on, and if there's any gaps in the market or if there's any opportunities for you, then you can look at moving out there and stuff. But obviously, you know, I didn't have any contacts out here beforehand. I didn't have any anything set in stone or anything you know, contracted, nothing like that. I just wanted to come out. This is before anything else. This is before I even used to do videos like of myself. So I came out for 2 months and struggled like big time. Like I slept on. I didn't even have that much money, enough money to give myself somewhere to you know, to stay, like a hotel or anything for the 2 months. So people I know, like I knew people, like I'm not going to go into who they are and stuff like that because they want to be like left unknown and stuff like that. But I slept on people's floor for like the full 2 months, or on sofas and stuff like that. Obviously not always on floors, but on floors, sofas, all that kind of stuff. Basically just fucking dust it out in wherever I could, you know, staying in places like Sharjah and stuff like that. So anyway, I worked with a guy called DJ Bliss first of all. DJ Bliss, I've spoken with him online a few times when I was in the UK. He's like one of the biggest like names out here in Dubai. He's like a DJ. He makes music and shit, and he does like, he's like on TV. He's got his own TV show like in Dubai called That's Entertainment. So he's like the Ryan Seacrest of the UAE. Like he's like, you know, he's Emirati, but he speaks English in American accent and stuff. Anyway, that's beside the point. The point is, when I first came out, he was looking for a video guy to do some videos for him, because this was before he really kind of like, you know, did everything. Like back then he was still well known and stuff, but now he's gone from, you know, bigger. I mean, the guy gets whatever he fucking wants, to be honest with you. Like, because he's an Emirati and stuff like that, he does what he wants, he gets what he wants. The guy's fucking just the guy's laughing, let's be honest, you know what I mean? So most Emiratis are laughing anyway, but he's laughing because he's got the full everything on lock, whatever he wants. Anyway, so he offered me some stuff, you know, some work and stuff like that while I was here for the 2 months. So I was with him for like a week or 2 weeks, just working 16, 17, 18-hour days, filming, editing. So like, for example, I didn't drive then, obviously. I was taking taxis from wherever I was staying, Sharjah or whatever. I'd get a taxi from there to his house, which he lives in Dubai, Jumeirah, or did at the time anyway. So I'd get a taxi to his house, I'd film stuff, like I'd go out with him in his car and film stuff, whatever he wanted to film. Then I'd come back and I'd sit in his office and I'd edit all the rest of the day, finish and edit off, then go home, flat out sleep, like out of it. And then I was doing this, doing that. I was having meetings, I was trying to contact people. But the thing is, people out here don't really want to know you, or don't really give a shit unless you've got something to show for it. So obviously when I'm coming out here, I've not been out here before, so they're saying, oh, let me see a video you've done out here, or come and film my event for free so I can see what your videos are like, all that kind of stuff. So it was very tough. Like, people just didn't give a shit. Like, I tried to set up meetings, I did set up meetings. Even at one point, because people weren't replying to my emails and stuff when I first got here, there's a street, as you know, there's a big road called Sheikh Zayed Road, and that's where a lot of the clubs were then and still are now. But I think there was some more back then, because I remember just walking down the full strip. It's like the Las Vegas strip, basically. It's a big long street. It's got takeaways, clubs, you know, restaurants, shisha places. It's got hotels, everything on that strip. It's like the main. Sheikh Zayed obviously is the big godfather, so that was the biggest road after him. It goes from fucking all the way past Sharjah. It goes through Sharjah, down through Dubai, through Abu Dhabi, and then further on. It's massive fucking. I'm on it right now. Let's be honest, I'm on it right now, man. Going from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. So anyway, that strip in Dubai on Sheikh Zayed Road, they've got all clubs. So what I did one night, and it was so hot as well, I was sweating so bad. I walked from this end of Sheikh Zayed Road and went into every single club. It was a bit of a blown idea, but I thought I've got to try and be as persistent as possible. So I just walked into every single club, walking down Sheikh Zayed Road. I walked into every single club and said, can I speak to the manager? Now obviously you're supposed to have an appointment, or you're supposed to have some kind of talk to them before you come down, but I didn't. So I had a backpack on with my laptop in there, and on my laptop I had my 2012 or 2011 showreel. I think it was 2011 showreel, yeah, it was 2011 showreel. I think it was, and I went around and I used to walk in, so I could speak to the manager or speak to someone who's in charge, and then he used to take me to them. And sometimes they were fucking drunk, like inside the club. As the club were going on, they were drunk and shit. But I tried to get them as much as possible to pay attention to me and to look at my videos and stuff like that. Anyway, so what my plan was to show them my work as much as possible, my work, and then tell them I'll do them a good price and all this kind of stuff, just to get my foot in the door. But not any of them, not a single one of them gave a shit, man. Like, they all said to my face, yeah, great work and all this stuff. But then after that, no email replies, nothing, man. So it was really just a waste of my time. But no word of a lie, I walked like 2 hours up and down that road, walking into every single club. I went into Mavida, I went into Armani at the Burj Khalifa, I went into Oku, whatever you call it. I went into Cercle Soir, which I've worked with since. I went into Cavalli, which I've worked with since. Armani I've worked with since as well. But I mean, at that point, none of them gave a shit. I went into all the clubs. What other clubs are down there? There's loads of clubs, man, all up and down that street, all up and down that strip. There's all clubs, man. So anyway, I went into all of them and stuff, and that was just one struggle. That was a struggle, and that was something I never documented. I never wrote on Facebook or Twitter or anything about it, because at that point I was more focused on not looking like a tit, basically. So even if I was going through struggle at that time, I used to write on Facebook saying, yeah, you know, out in Dubai, you know what I mean. You got to try and keep the positive vibes up, rather than say, yeah, I walked down Sheikh Zayed Road tonight, sweating my tits off, and I fucking didn't like it, and you know, nobody fucking likes me. You don't want to be like that, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I'm a real person. I'll let you know what's what, but at that time, I didn't want to be like that, because I hadn't got anywhere with anything. I didn't want to be negative. I wanted to be positive. So I was looking at the positives, like, I'm in Dubai, wow, this and that, wow, you know. First time I was seeing all this shit. So anyway, this DJ Bliss guy gave me the opportunity to film loads, and he said, oh, I'll pay you this much. You're going to pay me like pennies, basically, but it was worth it to work with this guy who was like a big name and shit, and get my foot in the door. Anyway, what happened was, at the end of all the filming, like with him, whenever any celebrities come to Dubai, basically, they give him the opportunity to go and be with them. Like, he's given the exclusivity every single time to go and speak with them and chill with them and bring them to his house and go out eat with them. So at that time, there was like Fatman Scoop, Shakira, Tiesto, all these people. Who else was there? There was Shakira, there was Fatman Scoop. He had a few other people anyway. So I did about 5 or 6 videos for him, plus his own personal videos. Whenever he went, like while I was here, he was getting booked to go DJ and stuff. So I said, oh, come with me and film me DJ, and I want to do like a video of myself, like a promo video of myself, kind of like my ambition stuff, but for him, he wanted to do it back then. So I was out there, mate, I was fucking grafting, bro. 16, 17, 18, even like longer days, filming and editing and making smashing videos. The guy was telling me, wow, you're amazing, I love the way you film, I love the way you edit, amazing. And this was back then when I wasn't even that good. I was still growing, and I wasn't nowhere near how good I am now. Not been beginning, but you know, back then, obviously, I was nowhere near what I am like now. So anyway, the reason why I don't work with Bliss anymore, and it ended on a bit of a bad note, because basically at the end of the whole trip, he didn't pay me anything. He was supposed to pay me for my work and the hours I'd put in and everything. He didn't pay me a single penny. So by this time, I was kind of betting on getting this money from him, which would kind of like keep me going a bit longer and stuff like that. And I didn't get a single penny off the guy, man. So kind of ended badly. And because I'm a kind of like I like to make sure I like to try and make sure that I'm always on top of every situation. He wanted the videos for himself to put on his own. All the videos were done, filmed, edited, but I had them on my own hard drive, and he had them on his own hard drive. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to put these videos out, yeah, I'm going to put the videos out, yeah, all this bullshit. Proper prick he was being back then, yeah. I mean, now I've met him since, and we're cool and everything, but I doubt we're going to work together ever again, just because of that negative vibes and shit. But we're cool, we're not enemies or anything like that. But back then we was big enemies, because I was pissed off he didn't pay me, and he was pissed off because I uploaded the videos to my channel. After he didn't pay me, I thought, fuck this guy. So I took the videos and I uploaded them to my channel, and they're still on there right now. All the Dubai shit when I first got here, and that was before I put myself in front of the camera. I was always behind the camera. I didn't even say anything on the camera. But basically, that guy, yeah, obviously he didn't pay me shit. So I uploaded the videos, and he was pissed off, because he's the kind of guy like, oh, I want exclusivity. He gets what he wants, basically. And I kind of spat in his face when he said, I want this, I want that. I was like, you know what, yeah, fuck you, yeah, bro. The videos are live. People are watching them right now, bro. So he was pissed off. So we had a bit of it was like a year of us he was saying he's going to get me put in prison, all this bullshit. I was back in the UK when he was saying it, but still, he goes, you ever come to Dubai again, I'm going to get you fucking locked up, bro, all this bullshit. Anyway, we're good now. Like, I've seen him a few times and we shook hands and everything, and, you know, we're cool, but I doubt we'll work together again. But watch this space, maybe we will. We'll see what happens. But anyway, Kido is another guy. While I was doing stuff with Bliss, Kido actually offered me other work. He does events called Number One Events, and he had a few events going on. Like, he had a Halloween party, he had a Chris Brown's DJ was here as well. He had a few other bits and bobs going on. So he offered me some to do some videos for him, and obviously I was up for anything. Like, even though I was working 16, 17 hour days with Bliss, I had other days where I wasn't working with Bliss, so I was like, yeah, I'll do that days and whatever. So I did some videos for him, and he's one of the reasons why I even actually, after, I mean, I wanted to move out of here, but all the negativity was getting me so down. I was thinking, you know what, fuck this place, yeah. Honestly, I didn't want to come here. The whole reason I came was to scope it out, and up to that point, before I met Kit, I was getting so much negative feeling. I was just like, you know what, yeah, this isn't going to work out. But then I went to Kit, and basically I didn't have my what was the situation? Some kind of situation where I had to go to his house to edit or something like that, and his house was in downtown Dubai, opposite the Burj Khalifa, in these towers. The towers are called the Loft Towers. That's what they're called. I remember the name, the Loft Towers. And basically they're opposite the Burj Khalifa, directly opposite. Like, literally you could feel like you can touch the Burj Khalifa from the towers. And he had the top floor, like the penthouse, and when you stand on the balcony, you look down and you can see the dancing fountains, the Dubai Mall, you can see the Burj Khalifa, you can see the whole of the Dubai skyline in front of you, you can see the desert, you can see everything. And I've stood out on his balcony. I was editing in his house anyway, and I went out onto his balcony for a quick breather, and I think he went for a smoke or something. And just the feeling of seeing all that together, like I saw the Dubai Mall right there, the fountain right there, the Burj Khalifa right there, the whole of Dubai was right in front of me, like, you know what I mean? It kind of took my breath away, and no word of a lie, that is one of, if not the biggest reason why which brought me back up again to a whole new level of thinking, and you know, me being positive again about moving out here and stuff. So anyway, obviously I had a bit of a bad time with, you know, the Bliss situation. Nobody gave a shit about me coming out here. Nobody wanted to know me, but there was still a gap in the market. I could see there was a gap in the market. I mean, there still is now. I've moved out here now. I've got maybe one or two competitors who do videos also, but fact of the matter is, I've only been here for a year and a half, and at the moment I'm the one smashing out more videos, regular videos. And not only am I smashing out regular videos, but my videos are getting more play, you know, more as they say, airtime, because there's a lot of videos that are being produced by other people for other venues. I mean, I can't do every single venue and stuff, obviously. I need, for that kind of thing, when I progress to that level, I'm gonna have to hire people to come over, either who are already here or in a different country. I'm gonna have to bring them over here so they can help me out, because I can't be in on a Friday night if there's 5 clubs I want, or 5 hotels, or 5 different events going on, whether they're luxury events or club events or private parties or yacht parties, whatever. If there's 5 of them going on in one night, then I'm one person, you know what I mean? So I need to get a bunch of dudes or girls, whatever, to cover events. But the thing is, I'm worried about quality, because I hired a guy, a couple of guys to do my UK videos, and then I was getting complaints after complaints after complaints saying the quality's gone shit in the UK, what's happening, and it was just bringing my whole company down. So I had to completely wipe that shit off and just say no more UK videos. I would have loved to keep UK going, and then I'd have been doing UAE, and then when I moved from UAE to somewhere else, I'd have people in UAE, so that wherever I go, I leave behind some people doing my stuff. But at the end of the day, it's quality over quantity. I'd rather take it slowly and make sure I have people who do brilliant quality videos to be their graft, you know what I mean? Plus it's all about trust. You need trust, and there's not much trust out here at the moment, anywhere at the moment. Trust and loyalty is a very hard thing to come by. But anyway, first of all, I apologise for all the talking, but hopefully some of you are interested in hearing this shit. This is true story, real life. Anyway, by the way, I didn't mention, while I was sleeping on the floors and sofas and stuff like that, it was at a proper struggle, like proper low time in my life, where I was like, you know, just getting taxis every single day and spending loads of money on taxis. And I was, you know, I woke up one morning, and there was a massive fucking cockroach on my pillow next to my face. And obviously that's not a big deal really, but I mean, at that point it just felt like the lowest of the low situations, man. Waking up, like, you know, it's like in the movies, you know, when the guy's down and out and he wakes up next to a fucking cockroach, man. He's like, fuck this, man, fuck, you know, all that shit. I just felt proper low, and like me, as you all know by now, if you don't, you obviously don't know me well enough, but I love the cinema and I love going, and it cheers me up. Whatever happens in life, cinema is kind of a thing that I always have found happiness with. Even if it's a shit movie, just the experience of a good movie theater is all I need to give me a bit of a pick me up. Anyway, when I was living in, I was staying in Sharjah for most of the 2 months that when I first came out here, and there was a little shitty cinema, like proper old school cinema, around the corner from where I was staying. And on the days when I wasn't really filming for anybody and I was like kind of still contacting people, I used to wake up in the morning and blast out emails to everybody I could, all over Dubai and Abu Dhabi and everywhere. And then I used to think, you know what, yeah, rather than sitting around feeling depressed, I used to walk. It's about 20 minutes walk to the cinema, nice walk across a park, over a bridge, and then it was on the left hand side, and you walk in and it's like in the basement, proper dungeon cinema, but I loved it, man. It was amazing, and you know, it kind of cheered me up a lot. And I remember, and it was one of those kind of proper dead spooky cinemas, you know, like old Odeon kind of shit, or even like old back in Leeds there's a picture house called Hyde Park Picture House. It was kind of like that, man. Like it was in the basement, it smelled like old museum and shit, and it had those like soft felt seats which used to creak and lean back soft and stuff. Anyway, so that was another thing which cheered me up a bit. Also walking around one early morning after I'd filmed for Kit for his events, I went for a walk down next to the fountains. Now the fountains were a big deal back then when I first got here. Like now obviously it's like, yeah, whatever, I've seen them a million times, but back then it was like, wow, you know what I mean. And I walked down there, something like 4 or 5 in the morning, and I could hear, obviously the sun was coming up and the birds were singing and shit, and nobody was there, just me walking across. And the fountains weren't even on, but just the area, the Burj Khalifa area and stuff like that. And I kind of got this weird butterfly feeling. It was nice, man. It was like another thing to make me realise that this is a place where I want to be. The feeling that if you're getting a feeling like that, then it's worth you sticking at it, or at least seeing the opportunities and stuff like that. But anyway, this story is probably coming to an end now. I need to think about what I was kind of like trying to get across. I mean, obviously, as I said in my last vlog, you've just got to keep going no matter what happens, no matter what gets in your way, no matter what negativity and how low you feel. Anybody who's trying to reach their goals and who has goals that they want to reach are going to feel low points, and they're going to fail at some point. Some failure is going to happen, because as all successful people have said in the past, all successful people, no matter who it is, everybody who's ever had any success has always said the same thing, which is they've had to deal with failure before they've been able to experience success. So don't be scared of failure, and don't be scared to fail at stuff, and don't be scared to struggle, because it's all part of becoming successful. There are a few people obviously who have been successful, or been born into success, or been born into money and all that kind of bullshit, but obviously they don't understand, and they don't have the same feeling and understanding of it as people who've struggled and people who've failed have. But anyway, I've been speaking for a long time. How long has this been going now? Fucking hell, 20 minutes I've been talking. It's gonna be a long ass vlog this, but basically, just to wrap it up, that's when I first came out. That was my first ever visit to Dubai without my family. I came with my family like years and years before that, just for a holiday, when before it was even what it is today. It was just desert, and all you had was like a mall and some arcades and Pizza Hut. That was it, literally. But it was Middle East, and it was a nice holiday destination for family, I guess, and stuff like that, but whatever, UAE and that. But anyway, and then obviously I went back to the UK, and I was thinking really hard about whether it's worth me coming out again. And then I think about 6 months or a year later, I told Z and Sherry and my boys Z and Sherry that I was going to come out, and they were like, yeah, let's do a lads holiday and all this bullshit. So we booked a full lads holiday for a good price. This time we all came together, we chipped in all together for like an apartment, which you saw I recorded the full video. Anybody who hasn't seen it, go check it out. It's called the Durham and a Dream. A Durham is obviously the money. This is a Durham here. You see it? That's a Durham there. Yeah? That's a Durham. So and I said a Durham and a Dream because J. Cole's got a song out or an album out or something which is called A Dollar and a Dream. So I thought I'd change up a bit and call it a Durham and a Dream. So it's like 3 or 4 videos of us just chilling out and stuff. I mean, I didn't want to show my meetings, but basically the whole reason I came out then was because I had meetings with different people. Like when I went back to the UK, I thought I'm going to go back again, but this time I'm going to make sure I lock in some meetings before I go or fly out there, and then when I fly out there, this will be the last make it or break it. So when I go out there this time, if nobody gives a shit again, I'll call it quits, or I'll think about, you know, what I'll have a proper good think about how I'm going to get past it, and if they do give a shit, or if there's any kind of like enlightenment, or you know, any kind of feeling that there's something happening or something possible there, then I'll make plans to move out there and I'll do it. So basically, I came out and I had meetings with everybody again, but this time properly. Sat down in their office or sat down in the club, and it was during the day. And I mean, a lot of them still kind of shunned me off or kind of like blagged me, saying, yeah, we'll get you. Fuck off, bro. That kind of thing. But a lot of them were saying, yeah, your videos are wicked, you know, come out here, move out here and do this, do that. And I mean, a lot of them made false promises like, bro, if you come out here, trust me, you got to live here though, but if you live here, trust me, it's don't worry about it, it's fucking, it's done for, what's that word I'm trying to think of, man? Bro, trust me, you move out here, you got it on lockers, everywhere on lockers. These guys are promising me shit, I'm telling you. There's one guy called DJ Jack, I think he's a Lebanese guy, and he used to DJ at Emirates Palace back in the day when I first all this was going on, and he was probably the biggest fucking bullshitter. I mean, he's on my Facebook now, and he's, you know, I still chat to him every now and again, but he was and is the biggest bullshitter I've ever met. The guy was telling me shit like, yeah, you move out here, bro, I got all the links, I'll get you so many clients, all this bullshit, you'll be smashing it, your videos are wicked, all this shit. I moved out here, I messaged him, fucking blanked me for about 6 months, then he messaged me saying, bro, nothing I can do for you. I'm like, you fucking bastard. I mean, obviously I've still done alright for myself, but people like that who just chat shit for the sake of it. There's a lot of people out here who got big fucking egos and who chat pure shit just to sound good, just because they like the smell of their own dog shit mouth, or they like the sound of their own fucking voice. Me, if I say something, I mean it. If I promise something, it's done. If I say I'm going to do something, it's done with no question asked. And if I say something to your face, that's it, man. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell. Anyway, and plus I don't insult people, even if like the amount of fat comments I've had from people in face to face over Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit. Face to face, amount of people have said to me, yo, bro, you fucking hell, what's happened to you? Like, bro, listen, if somebody came up to me who I saw about 6 months ago and then put like 5 stone on, 10 stone on, I would not say shit, because fair enough, I could say something to them and be straight with them, but how's it going to make them fucking feel, man? You know what I mean? Leave them to it. Let them find their own path. If they've got fucking issues, they've got issues. What is my comments going to do other than hurt their feelings? You know what I mean? Like, people don't fucking think, man. Stupid fucking. Anyway, so to wrap the whole shit up, yeah, this was just one story out of my whole entire life, and I'm still young. I'm 24 years old. I'm still on the struggle. I'm just on a different level of struggle right at the moment. I'm not where I was then. I'm at this level, and then obviously when I'm at this level, I look back and tell you a story about this level, and when I'm on that level, I look back and tell you a story about that level. That's just the way it goes, isn't it? So obviously, at least it shows that I'm progressing, and I just want you guys to take away from this whole situation I'm showing you on my vlogs, that you all can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but learn from the shit I'm telling you. Obviously, you'll make your own mistakes and shit, which is you got to do. You know what I mean? Like when your parents tell you don't do this, don't do that. You're like, Mum, Dad, chill. Let me do my own shit. Yeah. I'll make my own mistakes, but sometimes you just got to kind of learn from shit. So I'm just trying to show you guys the situation is, don't let anybody tell you what the fuck to do, first and foremost. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. Now that's a bit more difficult when you've got nothing, when you like you got no money and you got no power, you got no, you know, you got nothing. That's a bit more difficult. Then you got to kind of put with a bit of people telling you what to do and talking to you like shit. It's inevitable. But like now I'm at a certain position where if people talk to me like shit, I can either choose to take it and just carry on, or I can retaliate and say, you know what, sling it, dickhead, sling it. You know, most time I just get on with it, and you know, those bastards are paying me a bunch of cash, so end of the day, that's all I'm fucking bothered about. But you know, sometimes if they go a bit too far, I put them in their place. You know what I mean? You got to do that shit. So, you know, never let anybody tell you what to do. Never let anybody talk down to you or make you feel like shit, because they're only doing it to make themselves feel better, guaranteed. You just do your own thing. Just ignore all the bullshit. There's gonna be so much bullshit. Ignore all the bullshit, because then you'll have a better life. You'll live life a lot easier, and you'll have less stress and less drama and less pain and fucking shit, man. Trust me. Anyway, and just follow your dreams. Everybody's got a dream. Deep down, even people go, I don't know what I want to do. Nah, I ain't got a clue. I just fucking want to be a slag in it. I don't, whatever, yeah. Just fucking think deep what you wanted to do when you were younger, or what you want to do now, or in your mind what your skills are, and just go for it, man. Because life's too short to be fucking about, man. And life's too short to be doing something you don't enjoy or you don't like doing. And life's too short not to enjoy every day, or try to enjoy every day to the fullest. Sometimes, obviously, it's a bit difficult, and sometimes people get envious of other people. Just forget what anybody else is doing. You know what I mean? There are people out there who are better off than us, or better off than that person. But there's always somebody who's worse off than you as well. Remember that shit. And yeah, man, just make sure that you are, you know, you spend as much time as possible with your family and shit. That's something which I've learned after my sister passed away. I realised that I could have spent a lot more time with my sister. I could have done a lot more stuff with my sister. I could have, you know, sometimes when, you know, me and my sister had arguments or whatever, or me and my sister didn't really get on or whatever, I don't know, like, you know, for example, you know, when I was, obviously my sister was like, had Down syndrome, so she was a bit, you know, she had the mind of like a younger, like a 10, 12-year-old. So she used to, like, for example, she used to stand at the bottom of the stairs and shout up to me saying, you know, you want to do something, you want to chill out, you want to watch a movie, whatever, can I come up and we can chill out? And I was busy on my computer or editing or just busy in general, just couldn't be asked. So I was like, nah, leave it. But then now, obviously, when she's passed now, I regret that, you know what I mean? I wish I did say, let's chill out, and now that I'm doing stuff out here, every day I think about the fact that I could have brought her out here and shown her all these things and taken her to all these amazing places and given her all this stuff and shown her all this stuff, man. She didn't see none of this stuff, man. She came to Dubai once, but at that point she was really, really ill, man. So she didn't really, you know, get the full effect. So obviously, you know, these are the kind of things which you got to think about. Family's really important, and you got to really take as much control over that as possible before it's too late. Because obviously it's too late for me now with my sister. She's gone and I can't do nothing about it now. I can't turn the clocks back or anything. I can't do anything about it. So that's why I'm bringing my family out here in September, and I'm taking care of them to the fullest. And you know, I'm just going to make sure they have the best time ever. And then I get pleasure, the most ridiculous amount of pleasure I get from seeing smiles on Holly's face, on my mum and dad's face, on my sister's face, on Holly's family's face. I get mad pleasure from seeing other people happy, like the people I love and care about, seeing them happy and enjoying themselves and really like big smiles and just happy, content, everything, comfortable. I'd rather see that than have myself in that position. I mean, it's ridiculous, but you know, you wouldn't have thought it, but yeah, it's the truth. Whereas when I was a kid, I was a little bastard. I thought, fuck it, I want everything. But now I realise, I'm glad I realise this shit at this age rather than when I'm too late. It's too late for everybody. But that's why every day I graft as well, because I want my parents to be proud and I want to give them as much as possible. I want to take my mum and dad out of work completely. I want to help my sister with whatever she needs help with. You know, I want to give my parents money and, you know, give them comfort and everything. You know, now that they're getting old and stuff like that. But so that's why I graft every single day, because I'm not in that position yet to do that. I'm in a position to bring them out here and give them the time of their life, but I'm not in the position to look after them fully, like, so they don't have to worry about anything yet. And that's my goal. Same with Holly. When I have a kid, eventually, or kids, I want to make sure that they're completely comfortable, looked after. They go to the best schools. They've got the best, you know, doctors, all that kind of stuff, and I bring them up right and stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm talking a lot, man. I apologise, people. I just wanted to shed some light. I had a lot of stuff going on in my head tonight. Sometimes I go through this shit with my head just. So I'm gonna go in now, get a drink. I'm fucking thirsty, bro, after talking this much. And I'm gonna chill out with my wife for a bit and my dog. And then tomorrow I'm gonna hit the gym probably and do a bit of editing and just relax probably, hopefully tomorrow. Unless what day is it tomorrow? Oh man, it's mosque. I got mosque in the morning. Forgot about that. Damn, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna get a couple hours sleep before I go to mosque. Anyway, peace out, people. I'm gonna vlog off now. Let's go get some sleep. thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting and showing a lot of love. I appreciate you all very, very much. And without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I wouldn't be feeling this way, and I wouldn't be doing these vlogs either. So thanks a lot for sharing every day with me, and thanks for all your comments. I get a lot of nice comments at the moment as well. A lot more of you are commenting, which is nice of you. I like seeing these comments. I read every single comment, by the way. It's not like I ignore any of them. So all the comments I'm getting, like really, really kind, caring comments, nice comments. So thank you very much for those. Really appreciate that. And I'm out. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Big love, yeah? Peace.